Happy holidays! Today we're teeing up for the Yuletide season with fun ways to get you into the holiday spirit. First, some beautiful fair trade gift ideas from 10,000 villages for everyone on your list.
Then, a spiritually minded and delicious recipe from our friends over at the Jewish Food Experience to keep you grounded through Hanukkah, Christmas, and even Kwanzaa.
Oh yeah, even Kwanzaa. And these winter chills are a perfect excuse for warm weather escape. It's Maui or bust with a stay at one of our favorite eco-friendly hotels.
And then I'm going to show you how to keep the eggnog flowing this holiday, vegan man style, with plenty of flavor. All this and more coming up on Conscious Living.
Well, it's a great time to vote with your spending dollars and give gifts that support a more fair and just planet. To help us do just that, Kate McMahon, who's the executive director of 10,000 Villages, is here to share some great fair trade gift ideas that'll help us bring more meaning to the holiday season. Welcome, Kate. So glad to have you.
Thank you, Bianca. I'm glad to be here.
And this display is just, I'm overwhelmed. It's just gorgeous. The color, the texture, all of these gifts are fair trade.
They are, every single one of them.
Wow.
10,000 Villages is the oldest fair trade retailer. We work really hard to help people understand that when gifting for themselves or for somebody else, doing it in a fair manner is the best alternative.
And so what does that mean? That means that the people that produce these products, the artisans, are being paid a livable wage. Tell us a little bit more about that.
So it means exactly that they're being paid a livable wage. 10,000 Villages takes that a little bit further and actually pays them 50% up front when they place an order, and then the balance is paid in full when the product is shipped to the U.S. So everything that you see on the table here, the artisans have been paid in full.
Wow. So, and it looks like we've got something for pretty much everyone on your gift list. Tell us a little bit about the products we see here.
Well, for the holidays, for the person who loves wine or maybe a little imbibing in some fun activities, we have this beautiful bicycle chain wine rack.
Oh, wow.
That's handcrafted in India. We also have something that is brand new, and they are shot glasses made out of salt crystal from Pakistan.
Oh, wow.
So all you need is tequila, no salt needed.
Awesome. I want to take one of those and take a look. I don't know. Am I allowed to touch it? So perfect.
Not yet. You can't touch it yet.
Okay. So, all right. So for the people that like to, party a little bit, what else do we have?
Well, you always have to make sure that your house is nice and tidy for the holidays, right?
True.
So we have this beautiful handcrafted laundry basket to keep everything together. This is actually from Bangladesh.
Wow.
And it's made from kaisa grass, and the makers actually take recycled cotton saris and wrap the basket with the recycled saris.
This is incredible, and it's so good to see products from Bangladesh with the whole Rana Plaza disaster, to know that we're supporting, people who aren't going to be living and working in sweatshops.
Right.
And it's beautiful. Okay.
And then to make your holiday festive or your home festive throughout the holidays, we have a beautiful wide array of ornaments that are lovely. Wow. This is made from bamboo. Wow. This was one of my favorites. So for the person in your life who is totally a yoga fanatic,
that would be me.
It's a yoga cat.
Oh yes, he's in Lotus or something like that. I love it.
So that's handcrafted by a group called Mitra Bali in Indonesia.
Oh, wow, very cute. A cat lover that also is a yogi. Very cool.
Exactly.
So we've got things for the home, so many beautiful colors. What else do we have here on the end of the
when
table?
You're getting all glitzed up and it's a little chilly out, we also have fair trade clothing. We have this alpaca pullover right here, and you can dress it up with the beautiful scarf from India with little silver sparklies. And to top it off, we have from Guatemala a beaded necklace that is in the shape of a double helix, which is this one right here.
Oh, this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, cool. Yeah, look at that.
Isn't that pretty?
It's gorgeous.
And we have another alpaca throw down the end that's just beautiful.
It feels like, like butter. When you wear natural fibers, it's just, they're breathable. And you don't get sort of all the itchies all the time.
And it keeps you warm without the weight.
Exactly. And it's got a little hood here.
Yeah,
this is adorable. I love ponchos. I think ponchos will never get, will never go out of style.
I know.
Yeah. So in terms of the artisanship, it just seems like the crafts here are done with such care, things that you're not going to find at Walmart. Tell me a little bit about that practice.
Well, another huge component of fair trade is keeping traditions alive, keeping crafts alive within particular countries. This is an excellent example of that. This is hand-blown glass, and it's made in a town called Hebron on the West Bank, which has been a glass-blowing village for generations.
Wow.
Now, were fair trade not around to help buy the product from these artisans and bring them to market, that craft of hand-blowing glass might go away.
Wow, this is beautiful. I mean,
Isn't it
put
lovely?
flowers in, or just put it in a bookshelf with
it's so
nothing in it.
cool.
It's gorgeous.
Yep.
Wow. So this is a place that we can think about going, and 10,000 villages are all over the U.S., right? To support not only giving great gifts, but also artisans, the planet, people, a fair wage, and maybe picking up a thing or two for yourself, right?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. There's always time, there's always room for yourself during the holidays. In fact, you have to make time for
You
yourself
have to
during
make
the
time. It's
holidays.
part of the self-care, and it's
Exactly.
great to know that there are so many awesome choices. You can't go wrong. Yeah, wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Kate, for being here. These are beautiful. We hope to have you back again with some more, and I hope to go shopping at 10,000 Villages.
Well,
pretty
and
soon.
if you're in the DC area, you need to make it to the Alexandria store.
Wonderful. Great. Well, coming up next, we're making latkes for Hanukkah, so don't go away.
With all the focus on materialism, it can be easy to lose touch with the true spirit of the season. To help keep us grounded to the real meaning of the holiday, Susan Barocas, founding director of the Jewish Food Experience, is going to make her favorite latke recipe with a twist to celebrate the spirit of Hanukkah and the unity of spirit in all faiths. So we're already cooking with oil, huh, Susan?
We are, because oil is very symbolic of this holiday. Today we're using safflower oil, which takes high heat and has lots of vitamin E. Avocado oil is good, coconut oil, anything that's a healthy oil that can take the high heat, and about 4 minutes on each side. Hanukkah is the first holiday recorded of a battle for religious freedom. And what happened was when the Israelites went back to the temple 2,000 years ago, they found it wrecked. And there was no oil for the eternal light. And the eternal light is always supposed to be lit, even today, over our holy books in New York. They couldn't find it. They scrounged around. They found one little teeny vial of it, of this very sacred oil that could last for 1 day only. And they needed 8 days to make more. And what happened, the miracle, was that that vial lasted for the 8 days needed. So we celebrate Hanukkah for 8 days.
For 8 days.
8 days. And we cook with oil.
Now, I don't know that much about Hanukkah other than the Adam Sandler Hanukkah song, which I
It's a good
enjoy
one. Me too.
quite a bit. So tell me, so why latkes on Hanukkah?
Well, latkes are basically came about from the Eastern European tradition, and what you had left in the middle of winter already, in December, would be potatoes in the cellar.
Ah,
So latkes are usually potato. However, these days they've gotten much more creative.
got it. And we have sweet potatoes here,
We're doing
right?
actually yams.
Yams.
Technically, they're yams.
Technically, yes.
Yes, and apple.
Okay.
And then we also
And you just grated them up.
I grated them. You grate them. You can use your food processor, which makes it like very, very quick.
Very easy.
And you grate the apples and yams together, and then your dry ingredients are the coconut flour and potato starch and flax, ground flax, which is the substitute for the eggs.
For the eggs. Yeah,
the
you
eggs.
said this is the first vegan latke you've ever done.
Right, that's the twist on this. I
That's the
love sweet
twist.
potato
We
latkes.
like twists.
It's my first time making it vegan.
And so how did you switch the flaxseed with the egg?
Basically, what you do is you're doing a 1-to-3 ratio. So I have I wanted 3 eggs, so I did 3 tablespoons of flaxseed and 9 tablespoons of warm water, and you let it sit for about 15 minutes. It becomes very gelatinous.
Oh, and it gets quite
Right.
gelatinous.
And then potato starch, if you were doing these with white potatoes, you wouldn't need to add the starch. But the sweet potatoes don't have
Right.
much starch,
So
I
it
added
binds
back,
it.
right, added it back in.
Interesting. Okay.
And then it's seasoned with cumin and curry and fresh ground ginger and a little baking powder, salt and pepper.
It smells
and
so
coconut
good.
Milk.
Coconut
There's
milk.
Coconut milk and
So
coconut flour.
no dairy, like no regular milk.
This is a gluten-free,
coconut milk.
no dairy, vegan. Yeah.
Just for me.
Just for you.
Shouldn't have.
Absolutely. And
So you said there's a little hint of ginger in there.
there is fresh grated ginger.
Okay, and we're serving it with applesauce. Is that right?
Yes, it's
Is that
traditionally.
traditional?
It's traditionally, again, there'd be apples in the cellar at this time of year in your
Nice.
cold storage. So, and homemade applesauce. Once you do homemade applesauce, you're never going back. It's so good. I've left it a little chunky, and you'll get to taste it in just a moment when you're ready.
And so we're cooking in oil, and so that's the
cooking in
spiritual
oil.
element of it. So if you're not Jewish, like I'm not Jewish, but how do I connect to, when I'm enjoying my holidays and, we're enjoying it? Is this a way for us to sort of connect to the unifying factor of all, like the miracles of God or Spirit? Or?
I think that's true. It's the fact of the miracles. One was that the Maccabees, this little band, won against the Greek Assyrians.
Right.
And the other is that the oil lasted. So it was this miracle of light. And this is also called the Festival of Lights.
Nice.
And every night we light one more candle. So the first night is
okay,
one, and the
okay,
second
and that's
night
why
is
there's
two.
8 candles?
There's 8 plus 9, the helper candle that
course.
actually lights the other candles.
So can I make one?
That would be great. Here you go. Let me scoop out. Ready?
This is my
We're
first
gonna
Latkes.
crunch it together.
It's my first time, Mary.
Your first time. Here you go. Just crunch it, yeah, and try to make it. Oh, you don't even need.
I just watch you.
done.
How is that?
Beautifully
and then I just
done.
drop it in. And because the heat's so high, you don't get breakage. Let's try it. Let's
You wanna try
dig
one?
in. I'm ready.
All
I
right.
love these plates. They're so.
Thank
so,
you. These are from Turkey. You want
Turkey?
to grab the applesauce.
Okay.
And let me give you one that's probably not quite as hot here. Okay. Oh, it's still warm. There's a spoon.
And I can
You
just
could grab a spoon. Yep. And
dip it on.
Yes. You can put it right
Can
on.
I eat it like yeah?
You can eat it with your fingers, although I gave you a lot of applesauce there.
That's okay.
And this
Maybe
is-
I'll just do a
Yeah.
little bit.
You could use the spoon.
Oh, this looks. My mouth is watering.
Well, let's
And as
hope.
Bianca knows, that's always a good sign.
The taste test. So, and it's, these are so healthy.
Oh wow. Those are dynamite.
Good.
Really good. I
Good.
love the sweetness from the yams and the apple. You can really taste that ginger.
Yeah.
That's delicious.
Thank you. And
So this is what I've been missing all these years.
Oh, yeah.
Who would have known? Mary.
Well, and if you're from other traditions, you might be eating leek patties, like my ancestors in Turkey ate leeks a lot, so leek patties. Or donuts in Israel, they're really big on sufganiyot, jelly donuts that are fried. So it's all, just as long as you're using oil
You're
and
good to go.
celebrating the miracle of
Miracle.
religious freedom and the light,
I like that.
it's really
Religious
lovely.
freedom is such an American concept.
Yes,
Or at least we've adopted it.
yes, yes.
Okay. Was this where I say l'chaim?
Well, usually that's with wine, but if
Oh.
you are welcome to do it with a latke.
We flip it up here, right?
I like that. L'chaim,
Well, Susan,
always good.
it's always good to see you.
Thank you, Michael.
Thanks for sharing.
You're very welcome.
Well, up next, it's Hawaii time. Warm up on the beaches of Maui and join us for an excursion to the lavender fields of upcountry. Stay with us.
I've been around the world, and when I travel, there's just a few things I need. A beautiful location, luxurious, eco-friendly accommodations, great food, connecting with indigenous culture, time to relax, and if I can, getting in a great yoga class. Though I love tropical destinations, for some reason, I've never been to Maui. But it's one place I can do all of my favorite things, so I put it at the top of my list. When most people think of Hawaii, they think of beaches, beaches, and more beaches. But we found out that there's a whole universe of experiences that lay just outside the popular tourist destinations. And since we like to travel with a low carbon footprint where we can, and high MPG, when we landed in Maui, we picked up a hybrid from the Hertz Green Traveler collection. In just a few short minutes, we were off on our Maui adventure. So I booked a suite with one of my favorite eco-hotel chains at the fabulous Fairmont Kea Lani. For me, it represents the best of both worlds. From the moment I walked in, I was blown away by the lines and arches of the hotel, which gave it a feeling of grandiosity and splendor that reminded me of North African architecture, like the Alhambra in Spain. Combined with earthy, luxurious interiors and natural materials, it felt like the best of both worlds. Like Fairmonts everywhere, the room was a welcome oasis after a 10-hour flight. And the best part? The view from the lanai. From the trees to the flowers to the lily pond and perfectly manicured grounds, it was everything you dream about when you think of Maui. After checking in to our luxury eco-hotel, the concierge recommended we visit one of the top agritourism destinations on Maui. So I hopped in the hybrid and headed for the hills. The Ali'i Kula Lavender Farm is nestled at an elevation of 4,000 feet in Maui's upcountry region. My first stop was the AKL gift shop to meet with co-owner Lonnie Medina Weigert and to experience a taste of the lavender lifestyle.
Go ahead and rub it all over the place. Isn't it wonderful?
So
I know.
silky.
It is, and it's not greasy.
No. Though lavender isn't native to the island, after agricultural artist and master Ali'i Chang founded it in 2001, the farm quickly became an oasis for serenity, healing, and the best of sustainable agriculture. Fortified with a delicious lavender scone and a relaxing cup of lavender herb tea, I was ready for a tour of this sustainable aloha destination.
We probably have over 55,000 lavender plants spread out over 13 and a half acres.
Wow.
What we decided to do is have people come and share this really magical place with them, you know, where they could come up here and enjoy the view and just be quiet. And what's nice about it is we really encourage people to discover, explore, and just reconnect with the earth again, you know, in whatever way feels comfortable to them. And lavender, besides the fact that it helps calm you and soothe you, it is a wonderful herb to, you know, really get the, you know, your circulation going. It's a antiseptic and it's a disinfectant. So, you know, people will put it on burns, cuts, scrapes, and it'll actually heal it.
It's not just for relaxation. It's a whole different kind of healing.
So much more.
I'm addicted to lavender.
It is. It's a good addiction. It's a good addiction to have. Another interesting thing is that we don't have water up here. I don't know if you've noticed that there's no irrigation. And it's because we are in a drought driven area. And this is what we found out is we didn't have water, so we planted something that didn't need water. And just the afternoon moisture is what waters it. And that's enough for it. In fact, when it doesn't get water at all, it gets so stressed out, it starts to bloom more.
Lavender babies.
Yeah.
She's the essence of lavender.
but
Her eyes,
it's
the
just
hazel
our,
eyes.
It's just
like
our
the green
brand.
earth
You know,
and
we
then the
have, you know,
purple.
all of our, you know, yeah, you know, I mean, this is farm chic, you know. I mean, this is what we hang out with on Friday night, you know, yeah.
The next morning, I awoke to the arrival of room service and a spread on the lanai where I planned my Maui adventures while enjoying some of the freshest, most colorful fruit I've ever eaten. And a newfound favorite, purple Okinawa sweet potatoes, locally grown. Fortified with a hearty breakfast, I was ready to see what Maui had to offer. I was surprised to learn that the island has a diverse geography, from dramatic lava flows at the shores of the Pacific to the cool rainforest climate on the west side of the island, to upcountry. Just down the road from the Lavender field sits Kula Country Farms, where the Fairmont sources many of its delicious farm-to-table delicacies, some of which I sampled during lunch at their award-winning restaurant, Ko. Head chef and native Hawaiian Tai Lun Pang prepares healthy, gourmet dishes inspired by many of the cultures and flavors that blend beautifully to make Hawaii what it is today. After another big meal, I was ready to relax, so I headed to the oceanfront cabanas for a Lomi Lomi-inspired massage under the Hawaiian sun. For me, the perfect end to my Maui adventure was a sunset yoga class overlooking the ocean. There, the soothing waves, the ochre sunset, and the mellow flow reminded me once again that life is good.
When I was a kid, one of my favorite things about Christmas time was drinking eggnog. But since I went vegan, I thought it was just one of those things I had to do without. Until now. Today I'm showing you a slammin' raw eggnog recipe that's vegan, it's delicious, it's simple to make. Let's get started. Okay, so the basis of our ingredients is going to be coconut water. So we're going to just go with one container of coconut water. It's about 4 cups. We're going to drop it right into our blender. We have an Omega blender. I love my Omega blender. So much better than Vitamix. Okay, so we have one container, about 4 cups. And then we're gonna make the basis of our milk. So instead of milk, we're gonna use nuts. So I have a 1/2 cup of pecans and a 1/2 cup of hazelnuts. You could also do all pecans or all hazelnuts. It adds that nice mixture for me that I love. So we're gonna drop our pecans in there and our hazelnuts. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're actually gonna blend our nuts with the coconut water and get a nice milk. So we're going to blend that first. Okay, and so we're just looking at about 20 seconds. And you'll get a nice frothy, milky, so we have a nice milk base with that coconut water. It's sweet, it's delicious. And then to that, what we're going to do is we're going to add our dates. Okay, and I love my dates. It's going to give us that sweetness that we love from eggnog and some nice thickness to the overall recipe. So we have a cup of dates. We're going to drop those in. And then to that, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Ideally alcohol-free is best. And we have a teaspoon of cinnamon. And then a teaspoon of the secret ingredient of all eggnog, which is nutmeg. Eggnog, nutmeg. Secret ingredient to all eggnog is nutmeg. So we'll drop in about a little over 1 teaspoon, okay? And that's it. All we got to do is just blend it. So we're going to blend it for about 2 minutes. Okay, I think we're good to go here. Smells great. Just give it a pour. And what I love about this recipe is it's so easy. So you're not dealing with the dairy, you're not dealing with the fat. Smells awesome, just like Christmas, just like the holidays. We'll sprinkle a little organic nutmeg over the top, just for a nice visual. Okay, so enjoy your holidays and keep it healthy and sweet. So good, delicious. And no dairy.
Well, that's all for this week. We'll see you next time.
It's beautiful. Ah!
Oh.
Son of a gun! Nope. This seems a
out,
little
Too pushy.
Yes.
You see, yeah.
We'll probably use it, but
Right.